kind of wanted to go over a couple like college tips. I did a video about the things that I learned in high school. I'd like to go over the things that I kind of learned in college, and another thing is like the difference between community college and a university, because I have experienced both of them. The college that I did go to first wasn't considered a community college. It was Drury University. It was a satellite campus of the one in Springfield. Well, it was, the same setup as like the community college. Like you're able to like pick the classes like at the evening time, or they had some in the morning and in the afternoon, but it was mainly the evening time, and just like community colleges. So basically the difference between a university and a community college is the fact that a community college, you're able to like relax more, you're able to have a job, and it's not as like busy as a university would be per se. So like I went to the University of Arkansas, and the classes were huge. And granted, there were some big classes over at Drury, but it wasn't as big. Like I had a class that had 200 something people in it, or 100 something, and the most that we had at Drury was like 36, and that was a small class at the U of A. One reason I didn't like the U of A was I'm not a very social person, and not being a social person, I don't like a lot of social interaction, and that's basically what the U of A was. Like, we'd get to class and they'd be like, oh, turn to your partner, and or this and that. One thing I did enjoy was like the bigger classes that we did have. It was basically lecture and like the PowerPoint, and we had these little clicker things, and we do like little quizzes on them, or the quizzes and tests would be online on Blackboard. And then at Drury, since it was such a small class, there was a little bit more interaction. But one big difference that I noticed between community and university is that at Drury, I was able to sit down with my counselor and really talk with her, because she understood everything that I needed to get done, and she was willing to help me. And then at the U of A, I just felt like I was like another student going into the counselor's office. And then my counselor just, she didn't understand what I was wanting and what classes I was taking. She was just kind of like there doing her job, just assigning me classes, or just kind of like telling me what to do, not how to do it. So basically I went to go sign up for my classes, and it was extremely confusing. I had no idea what to do. She gave me this list of the classes that I needed to take, and so I was like, okay, so I just typed them in and hoped for the best. One thing that I hated at the U of A was I was constantly in class. I understand like at a four-year university, that's what you're gonna get. You have to get your classes done and out of the way so that way you can get done. But at Drury, I took 4 classes each week. So I would usually do like Mondays, Wednesdays, or Wednesdays, Thursdays. I had classes like 2 nights on those 2 days, and I was able to have a full-time job, which really helped out, and I was able to do more things. Me and my mom and sister ran a youth cheerleading program, so it gave me more like opportunity to do things. But at the U of A, I was just constantly going to class, and like I couldn't have a job because it was just school, 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 and I hated that. Now, one thing that did happen at the U of A when I was at Drury, I would go to classes because like it was just easy. I could get the classes done fast. Like I was able to sit through them. But at the U of A, the teachers would be like, oh, you don't have to come. I don't count attendance, I don't check it. I even had one teacher say, I don't care if you're here or not, as long as you're here for the test. So I was like, okay, cool. And of course that was like 8 o'clock, or I think it was like 8:35 or some shit, on a Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So obviously I'm not a morning person. So I didn't want to wake up, I didn't want to go to the class, so I didn't. And I would just like do the study guide and the reading, or I told myself that I would, and I wound up not doing it, so then I wound up not going to class, and I wound up failing that class. So I highly, highly suggest, I guess this is kind of the first step, go to classes. Even if the teacher says that you don't have to, do it, because you're going to tell yourself you're going to do the work, you're going to tell yourself you're going to go for the quizzes, but then it's going to get to the point where you're like, I'll do it later, we'll hold off till later. And that is like such a horrible habit to get into. I did kind of have that habit a little bit at Drury, but I got a little bit better. They have it where you can only miss a certain amount of classes per semester. And so there's nothing wrong with going to community college. There's a lot of people that do in our small town. It's just more popular, I guess, to go to those. So I know a lot of people will, not like be made fun of, but like they think that they're not getting the same education at a college or at a community college than they would at a university. And I completely disagree with that, because I know a lot of people, they go and get their, their associates in just general studies, get that out of the way, so then you're able to go to whatever college you want to. You already have those basic classes out of the way, and you're able to focus on what you want to do, and it also gives you time to decide what you want to do. I went straight into college going for criminal justice, psychology, and sociology. I have not changed my major. I am almost done, and at first I took the classes like science, math, history, English, yeah, that's it, to get those out of the way. So that way now I can take courses that are more related to my degree. One thing that I completely hated at the U of A was the parking. Like when they say that you can't find parking at universities, it is seriously no joke. I would try to come to class like an hour early, like in the morning time. I remember I woke up one day and I got to school at like 6:30. Classes didn't start until like 8 o'clock. And I was like, hell yeah, 6:30, I'm good. I'm gonna get a parking spot. Literally everything is taken because the people that live in dorms were parked there. And their cars stay there, so those parking lots don't get empty. And the very first day, I will never forget this day. The first day I went to the U of A, I parked like way out in the fucking boonies, and we had this thing called the hill, and it's basically, you can park down here and you have to walk up this fucking hill, and it was like maybe 20-30 degrees outside, January, okay, so the middle of fucking winter, and I'm walking and I'm like, oh my god, like I thought it was like I was never gonna get to my class. I got to my class and I seriously don't know how I made it, because I thought that I was just gonna collapse because I was so numb. Like my legs were so fucking cold. It was miserable. And then the fact that after I finally got, defrosted and everything, I had to walk all the way back to my fucking car. And so I learned that lesson real quick. There was a parking lot right next to the building, or like not the main building, but like the little office that was meter parking. Meter parking. I parked there literally the whole semester that I went there. I don't care how much money I spent on it, I was not fucking walking again, no matter what the temperature was. Another thing about the difference is that I think at community colleges, they're more, willing to get to know you on a personal level, and the teachers and stuff understand that you're gonna have a life outside of college. And so they really didn't try to like give us as much homework. It was really just kind of like we went to class, and then we do like tests and stuff. And I really like that because like, they understand that, yeah, you have to work, because some people live on their own. A lot of people had kids, so a lot of people were coming back to get their degrees. And I really liked it because it was more like personable, if that's the right term for it. At the U of A, it was just kind of like, there were so many people. And, when it came to like making friends, like I really only made friends in the classes that I had like less people in. The classes that I had like 100 to 200 people, I seriously didn't talk to anybody. One tip I would say in college, make friends, get out there, talk to people. Somebody's not gonna bite your head off if you ask a question or say hi or something like that. At my college in Drury, I was making friends with people that I didn't even think I'd be friends with in high school. But, it's cool because then you kind of like, you're able to get to know those people. And so if you're kind of like on the border between a university or a community college, just know there's nothing wrong with going to community college. If you want to go and get your associates out of the way, or some of them you can't get your bachelor's at, like mine, because it is a university satellite campus. I'm able to get a bachelor's degree, but if I go to like a normal community college, I think they only offer associates. I think it just depends. Definitely don't be afraid to go to whatever college you want. If you are a very introverted person and you are not sociable, you have social anxiety, you are terrified of going to university, I definitely suggest a community college. Another thing about the community college, if you're in a small town, a lot of the teachers have like normal jobs outside of that. So at university you have like the professors and stuff like that, and they're strictly that. But then you have like, at the community college, you know, I had a teacher that was a prosecutor, or they run like a state park or something like that, or they're teachers at other schools, or they teach at like the high school and different things like that. It's really cool because then again they understand that you have a life outside the school, so then they're not, you know, forcing all this random ass homework and reading assignments that you need to do. After going to those, I switched to Drury Online because me and my husband did move to California. So that's another option besides community college and university is online. Online, you have to be very self-motivated. You have to know when to turn your stuff in. You know, I really like it because I don't have to deal with people. I only have to comment on things and post things and take tests. I don't have to deal with introducing yourself and different things like that. So that's one reason I do like online. Another reason I like online is because like everything will be posted like Monday and it won't be due to like Thursday or Sunday. So then I have time to kind of just like relax and work on things at my own pace. I'm not like rushed to do things. I don't have to wake up and be at class at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, or be at class until like 7, 10 o'clock at night. That is one thing that I absolutely love. One of my tips, because I did say that I was going to mention tips in this video, you need to make time for your schoolwork. And even if it's, you know, putting your phone away, turning the TV off, you can't have those distractions. If you need to go to the library or something, or, you know, make a room in your house or apartment or dorm, whatever, to study in, so that way you're in a quiet environment, I highly suggest that. Because if you're constantly texting people, Snapchatting people, there's music going on in the background, there's people, you know, chit-chatting around you, you're not going to focus on your homework and your reading. You have to be dedicated to it or it's not going to get done. College is a lot, well, I want to say a lot more advanced than high school, but it's more meaningful because you're getting that degree to further your education, you know, so you can get a better job. In high school, yeah, people slack off, people go out and party. I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out and party. If you want to do that, go for it. I was never that type of person. But always make time for your schoolwork, because you enroll in school, you're paying outrageous amounts of money to go to school, which is another thing about community college, is it's not as expensive as a university. When I went to Drury, holy shit. Like, you know, I got my refund money, you know, because, you know, school didn't cost that much. Went to U of A, got no refund money. It was outrageous. I could not believe the prices for that place. So switch back to online. I'm getting a really decent refund this semester, and it's just, you know, you don't have to go into debt as bad. Not saying that you won't go into debt at all, because going to college, you're gonna go into debt, unfortunately. But there are such things as loans. You know, go out there and get those, FAFSA, Pell Grants, different things like that. Highly suggest those. That is about it for my tips for universities and community colleges. Be sure to check out the other videos on my channel. I do have one about high school. If you want to check that out, I will link that below. And I also have a button that you can just click on at the very end. So hope to see you guys next week. And if you are new to college, good luck. If you're getting ready to go into college, good luck. And if you guys have any college experiences, if you prefer university, if you prefer community college, or even prefer online,